Alright guys, well it's time to bring back my SvenSulley review segment, a segment I have not done in quite a while, but I thought I may as well bring it back. It's a segment where I talk about movies that have been very underappreciated. They came out a couple years ago. People have not really talked about them, even though I see them as very, very good movies. I want you guys to know about them. I want you to enjoy them, just as I have, and the movie that I have promised of the past week to review has been the movie Prisoners. It came out in 2013, and it's one of those movies that's a crime slash thriller slash drama, all that stuff mixed together, and if you enjoy those kinds of movies, you're really gonna like this one. It's one of those films that just makes you want to hug your family, never say goodbye to them, because you never know what could happen, and that's the case for the family in this movie. It stars Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Terrence Howard, Viola Davis, Paul Dano, and many, many more, and the story follows as two families meet together for a very nice Thanksgiving meal, and then after the meal is over, they suddenly realize that both of their daughters have been kidnapped, they are missing, and then Hugh Jackman needs to go along with Terrence Howard and find them. Jake Gyllenhaal's character, Detective Loki, is intermixed to this whole thing, and it's all just a big manhunt, or I guess in this case, it's a child hunt. I do believe, without a doubt, the thing that carries the film throughout is the performances by Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal and even Terrence Howard. So many great performances throughout the whole movie. I absolutely adored their performances. Hugh Jackman, if you don't take him seriously as the Wolverine, you should seriously take him serious as this character in Prisoners. His name is Keller. He is absolutely phenomenal as this character. His performance is so real. The performances are just felt so hard to the heart. You can just feel it as if they really happened, if they're real performances. They do such a great job. Jake Gyllenhaal as Detective Loki, he legitimately seems like he's a real police officer. Honestly, if you didn't know who Jake Gyllenhaal was before, you'd probably think that he was an actual police officer just because of how good performances he gives in this movie. Terrence Howard also does very well. He's a very conflicted father as well as Hugh Jackman. They're just so conflicted from their past. They are very devastated with what's happening and their minds are not there. Paul Dano also really gives a great performance. Everybody, not even just the main characters, the lower cast members really give real performances as well. I just love the way the whole story was crafted. It just was so well done. I was just interlocked on what the characters were saying. The dialogue was just so real and new. Something I absolutely love and something that everybody else should definitely love too. Ultimately, there were so many surprises and twists and turns. I just love the way the direction went. It was not predictable by any means. The cinematography and editing were just both fantastic, gorgeous. I loved both of those aspects of the film. They really brought a lot of the dimensions to make it a better film overall. And it's really a dark movie throughout the whole film. It's like kind of cloudy and it's also dark, and it really sets a tone for what kind of a movie this is going to be. It's really a terrible thing that can really happen to anybody, as I said, and really the whole cloud and darkness, it shows what kind of a film this is. If you're not into movies like that, well, you might not like this one as much. It's kind of depressing at times, and that's really the only gripe I have. You meet several different characters. The whole story is just interlocking as you go along. It doesn't seem like you get bored. You just understand what these characters are doing and what their motivations are. It's just so real. This is even a movie that kept my dad invested throughout. That's just what this movie does. It's one of those movies that can keep a person like my dad interested throughout the whole movie. And you know something else? The ending was just so surprising. I never caught on. I never thought that would have happened. It's just, if you see the film, I'm sure it could probably surprise you too. I never saw it coming. That's something that does not happen too many times in film these days. And I honestly adored this film over and over. I could watch this so many times and just tell you how good this really is. We have not had a movie like this very often in the last few years. Overall, Prisoners is a movie that just feels real. The acting is top notch. The dialogue is absolutely there. You feel it. You're invested throughout the entire film. You don't get bored. The script is excellent from top to bottom. I'm just shocked that nobody was nominated for an Oscar. Not even the film was nominated for an Oscar, really, because this was honestly one of my top movies of 2013. There is nothing like this film. I've never seen anything like this. It's so original. Besides the fact that, the kidnapping thing, but other than that, it's honestly an original film. Something I just adore about it. Guys, if you have not seen Prisoners yet, please do. I'm going to give Prisoners a 9 out of 10. It is honestly one of the best films I've seen. And if there was one movie I could add to my top 10 list that I made 3 months ago, it would probably be this one, because Prisoners is just that good. Please check it out. Well guys, recently I've been playing a lot of a new game called Doom. Yeah, the remake from that old retro Doom game. And it's a ton of fun. I can't wait to review that. I'll be coming out next week, as well as another video game review, which I will reveal next week. Thank you guys as always. Please check out Prisoners. And as always, have a fantastic day.